and black bean burgers never get me down. Hello everybody, my name is Tupperware Pete. How are you? I am going to be making beef and black bean burger. This is Tupperware Australia's 63rd birthday. And it's Tupperware Worldwide 79. Yes it is. Happy birthday Tupperware. Oh, my noisemaker didn't make any noise. Let's do it for it. That's much better. All right. What we're going to do is I'm using the Tupperware Fusion Master. This is what it comes with. I've got one of the previous cookbooks. How amazing is that, right? So I keep all of this in a rectangle, modular make rectangle number 3, so it keeps everything nice and ordered, all right? So these are all the bits. Let's move this out of the way. These are all the bits. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. These are all my bits to it. And let me just show you how it all gets assembled. There is a little instruction booklet that comes with it as well. So let me just show you. This is the base. Now what you do is you turn that, can you see? You turn it that way to lock into place. And what happens is that suctions this onto the bench top so that you literally cannot move that anywhere. And as soon as you unlock it, you lift it up, right? So how cool is that? Let's move this out of the way. I should have thought about this before I started. There's the onion and the garlic, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop that down. This is our little chamber. Woohoo! Oh, actually, you know what I discovered? You know your Tupperware bottle brush? Guess what? That fits perfectly if you want to have a clean of your Fusion Master. How awesome is that, right? So, we're not going to use that right now because it's still clean. So what you do is you slide that onto the bench top, lock that into place, and now it's not going to move anywhere, right? Then what you do is you grab this thing that looks like a shark egg, right? You've got that at the end, and you've got this piece here, right? So what you do is that slides in there. Then what you do is, where are the blades? Look, they're in here. So you can never, ever lose them. You'll always know where they are. So you've got your small mincing blade, your large mincing disc, and you've got your ninja star. Pop that straight over there, right? Then we might want to grab our large mincing blade. We'll pop that over onto the top, and then you've got these little bits, right? Now, I don't know if the camera can pick this up. See how you've got this here? See, there's an arrow? You turn it to unlock, you turn it to lock, that sort of thing. Grab if you are making sausages or if you're filling cannelloni or if you want to pipe something, that's a great attachment. You just literally clip that into place like that. We're not going to use this attachment right now. All we're going to do is just pop this straight into here because we've got some beef steak. Hang on, which way does that turn? That's this way. I went to the butcher and I've just got a cheap cut of beef steak and I'm going to make my own mince because it's easier and cheaper than buying my own mince. And I know what I'm eating, right? So it's all preservative free. There's no fillers or anything in here because I know what I'm eating. There we go. We'll lock that into place. There we go. Turn that around. Turn around. We'll lock that into place. And then this tells me I'm going to turn it that way, all right? Pop that straight back onto the top. In my Tupperware Cool Stackable, I've got some beef. Now, this is great if you're defrosting meat, like I have been. Cheese, deli meats, antipasto, if you want to keep seafood in here, or if you want to keep fruit, drain that away. I've just got in here, let's grab the seal off that, and I will, while I think of it, grab a food glove. Did you know? Look at this. Your modular make rectangle number 2 fits 100 gloves. So how cool is that, right? Don't mess about with a box and then it breaks and you end up with gloves everywhere. And this, look at this. I've got my food glove ready to go, all right? Now, all we're going to do is pop our beef straight into here. Do a little bit of that. We'll stick this into here. Can you see what I'm doing here? This is where it comes out of. You ready? I love this mincer. It is brilliant. I did chicken mince in here. Did you see the video I did with chicken sausages? I did beef sausages as a live once. That was fun. Now this is my... How cool is this? I'm making my own ground beef. We're going to pop that straight through there. Oh! This did it last time too, didn't it? When I was turning it, for some reason... There we go. How cool is that? Look at that. There's my ground beef. Now, can you imagine if I had used the small mincing disc, that would actually be smaller. And, actually, let's throw in the garlic and see what happens. We're going to throw in that garlic. There's our beef mince. How cool is that, right? Then what we're going to do is grab, in my Tupperware double colander, I have just got a tin of black beans that I've rinsed and drained really thoroughly. Oh, oops. I'm going to end up with... There we go. We'll just pop that into there. Quick. That doesn't matter. We've got... We've got a few beans. I guess I don't have to pop them through the mincer, but I want it to be the same consistency as the beef mince. So what we're going to do is just pop that straight into here. Give this a turn. There's that garlic and beef, the black beans. When's it coming out? Oh, look at that. Can you see that? How cool is that? There's the garlic and the black beans. We will pop in some more. Oh, there we go. Pop in some more black beans up in the side. Oh, there's got to be an easier way of doing that, but we haven't figured that out yet. All right, we'll throw that in. Yum-oh! There's nothing better than fresh burgers. And have you ever, I don't know, am I the only person that eats the burgers and you go, I hope we're eating good quality meat? Well, now you know you've got total control over the meat you eat, and you're not going to eat preservatives or fillers unless you add it in, right? So there's our, look at that. Cool bananas. We're going to unscrew this. How awesome is that? I love it. And then we will just remove that. Just want to make sure. I'm doing this partly so that I can figure out what happens once you've... Look at that. Cool. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will now undo that. We will... Oh, undo that. That's what it looks like. So there's a little bit more in there. But for this purpose of this video, we're not going to clean that off just yet. So what we're going to do is, while that's in there, we are going to grab this product. You know what it's called, don't you? You've got your protective blade covers. You pop that on the top in there. And earlier on, I've got my... this is a jalapeno chili that I sliced with my Tupperware mandolin. Look how thin that is. So we're just going to throw in one jalapeno. Look at that. That's a slice. Look how thin that is, right? And then what we're going to do is just grab a... I almost said we're going to grab a Tupperware onion. We're going to grab an onion with a Tupperware knife. And, oh, this one's a little bit... There we go. Oh, that was a little bit of an onion surprise. Oh, that one's a little bit interesting. Oh, that one's a dud. So what we're going to do is just grab another onion. Grab another onion. We'll top and tail this one. There we go. That's a fresh one. Don't you love that when that happens? I tell you what. Whoever Murphy was has such an accurate law, doesn't he? So what we're going to do is grab this onion. We're just going to peel this. I've just got... There's like... Oh, there's a little bit there. We're going to pop that straight into there as well. We're going to remove this brown skin off the side. Or the onion skin. We're going to remove the onion skin. And then we've left with this beautiful layered vegetable that we know as an onion. So, what we're going to do is... Let me show you. Now, remember I said you all know what this is called, don't you? Is there someone that doesn't know what this is called? No need to ask, it's a smooth choperator. It is a smooth choperator. Smooth choperator. There we go. There is our onion. Upside down, Miss Jane. There is our onion and our jalapeno. We are going to grab a Tupperware spatula and we're just going to pop that straight into here. First you cut and slice like a blender, all handheld. Then you whip and mix up a smoothie, these I sell. Grab a food glove. This is the fun part, where you get in and you become one with the burger. Oh, hang on. There we go. It's very tactile, and how cool is this? Get right into there. Look, how cool is this? We've got our beef and we've got our black bean, we've got our onion, our jalapeno, we've got about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. If you've got favourite herbs, you can throw that into there as well. We're just going to macerate this through. Macerate? Mix it all up together. And you know what we're going to do? I've just realised we've forgotten. We need something to bind it together. Now, instead of using egg, what I'm going to do is use half a cup of linseed or flaxseed. And that's going to be our substitute. Yeah, whenever we want it. And that's going to, instead of using egg or breadcrumbs, that is totally gluten-free. There's no breadcrumbs in there whatsoever. It's flaxseed. It's going to be healthier for us than using egg or breadcrumbs. And I just so happen to have flaxseed in the pantry. So that's why I thought, you know what? Let's use the flaxseed. So once we've mushed all of that together, yeah, you can get the Tupperware potato masher and you can get in there with the masher and just mash that up. But once we've done that, what we're going to do is, let's move this out of the way. What we're going to do is grab our Tupperware hamburger press. These are the meat marinators. The meat marinators! And there's the hamburger press, and these are the long barbecue tongs. They're a long tong. All right, so what we're going to do is grab our hamburger makers. Now, the top becomes the seal for the bottom one. How awesome is that? They go into the freezer and the pantry and in the fridge. Whether you're using them for jewellery or for jigsaw puzzle pieces or rice cakes, crumpets, muffins or hamburgers, they will do you well. Absolutely they will. So what we're going to do is, we're going to make a few of these. Grab one. Someone asked me, I never know how much to pop in, Peter. You grab your Tupperware ice cream scoop, right? Firstly, let's grab the guard. You grab your mould. I made moulded mashed potato in this the other day. Did you see that video? Pop that into here. This is your press. So when they say it's a hamburger maker and press, that's the press part there. Grab a Tupperware ice cream scoop. It is the best ice cream scoop on the planet. We've got one, or you can do two. As much or as little as your heart desires. We've got two, so I'll just show you what this looks like. Press that down. And there's our beef and black bean burger. It's a little bit wonky at the side there, but you get the idea, right? And then what you do is, this one becomes the seal for the next one, and you just keep going. So let's say we're just going to do one, or maybe 1.5, right? So we might want to do a thin burger. So let's just pop that down over there. There we go. Look at that. That's better. How cool is that, right? Now, you just freeze them up. You just keep going as many as you want. You can do... Did you see I did salmon burgers in here. I've done lentil burgers. I've done veggie burgers. I've done turkey burgers. I'm now doing beef and black bean burgers, right? With just 1.5 scoops of the ice cream scoop, so it's measured out evenly. That's going to flatten down. This will freeze really well. And you just keep going like that, right? How awesome is that? So, what we're going to do is, what am I going to do? Let's grab 1.5 spoons. Let's pop that in there. There we go, a little bit more. We're going to pop this straight down in here. Then, you know your Tupperware Micro Pro grill? This is the fry pan that goes into the microwave. It's an oven that goes into the microwave. It's a barbecue. It's a toaster. It's a sandwich press. It's an oven that goes into the microwave. Yes, it's made out of metal. Yes, it's 100% safe because the metal's curved. There's no sharp edges, right? So that's on the inside here. We are now going to grab our hamburger patty. We're going to pop that straight down into there. We are going to make a second one. There's another hamburger, right? How awesome is that? We are just going to pop that down into there. There are our 2 hamburgers. Now, we can either pop that into the oven position or the casserole position, or a quarter of a turn now becomes a sandwich press, a fry pan, and under the grill, a barbecue. It's like a double-sided barbecue, right? How cool is that? So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop this in here. Let's pop it in for 5 minutes and just see if that's enough. I don't know. I've never done that in here before, right? But while we're doing this, let's just finish making this up, right? And I wanted to show you the brand new freezer containers with Tupperware. So look at that. How cool is that? Now, you just grab a seal and just seal it. And that's going to go into the freezer, right? Now, what we've got in here, look at this. Here's ones I prepared earlier. These in here, these are my salmon burgers, right? So what you do is, let's move this out of the way. Look, these are the brand new freezer containers. You can see straight through them, right? Underneath and everything, right? Look at the seal. Can you see this seal? I don't know if you can, if the camera's picking that up. You've got, it's a dial from 1 to 12. And in between each number, you've got little increments for the weeks. So if you, let's say, you're in the last week of May, you go up to where the 5 is, and then you go the 4th week, the week before the 6th, and that's when you're going to pop it into the freezer. So in 6 months' time, when you go to defrost the freezer, you go, what's these? How long have these been in here? Oh my goodness, they've been in since the last week of May. It's time to eat them, all right? So what you're going to do is grab your thin one, which is great for doing 500 grams of beef mince or bacon or anything that you need to defrost thinly so it defrosts a lot quicker, right? What you're going to do is grab your... These salmon patties have been in here for quite some time. So what we will do is... There's a little bit of ice there. So what we'll do... Grab that into there. See the salmon... That's a salmon and veggie burger. And we will just... Now, look at that. That's already frozen. Grab that, seal that. We can now dial this up. I know I happened to make this about 5 or 6 weeks ago. So we will just dial that up. There we go, to 6 weeks ago. We'll dial that up. And now we can pop that back into the freezer, right? And that frees up a couple of more of these. I've still got one more in there. I might cook that up a little bit later. But that frees up some of those. I've just got all of my little bits. I've got a couple of sets. I've just got all my little bits into there, keeping it all nice and neat and ordered, all right? Now, when you have an online business account with Tupperware, you do get 15 to 25% discount off everything, right? You get free Tupperware, and because you can either join as a social seller, as a personal shopper, you can join as a money maker or as a business builder. A lot of people do a combination of one or more of those. And not only do you get free Tupperware for purchasing an online business account, but you also get free Tupperware as if you're doing Tupperware parties, right? How cool is that? So whether you're doing online Tupperware parties, in-home Tupperware parties, whether you're order collecting, passing a shareable shopping link around, the options are limitless, right? So the rules are very relaxed these days. There are guidelines to follow. But we have a lot more freedom to operate now than what we used to do when I first started almost 30 years ago, all right? So there's our beef and black bean burger. Let's just grab one of these. We'll pop this into here. We'll pop that into there. And we will throw in, how cool is that? There's our beef and black bean burgers. Pop that straight down into there. And we will just grab any old seal, any old seal. We'll pop that into the freezer, and we've got lunch for tomorrow, next week, next month, or in 6 months' time. That's really, really easy. Now, while we're waiting, what we're going to do is, I've got in my other freezer container, I've got a beautiful bread roll, all right? So what we're going to do is, let's move this out of the way. I've got a beautiful bread roll. We have got a Tupperware flexible cutting mat, all right? Let's grab that. And we will grab our Tupperware. This is the Tupperware, part of the A-series Tupperware range. It has a protective cover. There's a hole in here so you can hang them up. And it's got a lockable sheath. So you can unlock that. You can release the cover. The serrated knives are smooth on one side and they're serrated on the other side. So it extends the life of the knife twice, all right? So what we're going to do is just, when you're sawing bread or slicing bread or cheesecake or fudge or something like that, you don't want to push down because that'll squash that bread right down. And that's why the handle is raised up. So it's not going to knock your knuckles on the breadboard. And if you do it like a saw, it will preserve what you're slicing, and it will be a lot easier on your wrist. So can you see that there? Now when I get down to the bottom, my knuckles aren't hitting against the breadboard. I'm going to slice this all the way through. So there's my beautiful bread roll, right? So while that's happening, let's just pop this aside. Let's just have a look. Oh, that is beautiful. Let's just let that sit into there. Then what we're going to do is, I've never used linseed before, so we'll just let that finish the cooking process. Let's pop that into here. We'll just pop this straight into here. And we will pop it into the grill position. Let's pop it in for about, 2 minutes, all right? Let's pop that away. So, while we're waiting, earlier, I prepped all my burger fillings, didn't I? So, I opened up a tin of pineapple rings. I've got in here, let's show you. I grabbed an onion and I sliced that in my Tupperware mandolin. I popped it in the MicroPro grill for 13 minutes. And I didn't add any oil or liquid or nothing. It's the, I can't believe I just said that. It's the natural sugars in the onion caramelized with the double-sided grill. So we've got that. I opened a tin of beetroot. Beetroot belongs on a burger. And I popped that in my clear mat container because these are liquid tight as well as airtight, all right? Then I grated a carrot in my supersonic chopper, right? Skin and all, just pop that straight into there. Then I grated cheese in my supersonic chopper, right? How cool is that? That's what it looks like, right? And I sliced tomato in my Tupperware Junior Mando. It's the little handheld mandolin. And I opened a tin of pineapple rings as well. So what we're going to do is, let's plate up. All right. We'll just warm that bun through. And we will just pop that straight into here. Now, also, what I did was, in my little supersonic chopper, I grabbed 4 or 5 pickles. I added some Kewpie mayonnaise and some sriracha. And this is my spicy, it's like the Tupperware Pete Spicy Big Mac sauce, right? It's absolutely divine. I'm going to grab a Tupperware knife, just a reusable knife, and we will just butter that with that sauce. Hang on, I should just move this so you can see. There we go. We will just butter that liberally over there and over there. And how yum is that going to be, right? Absolutely delicious, right? So that's what it looks like so far, right? Let's just clean up this plate a little. We'll do a Huey. Clean up the plate. All right. It's a clean cloth, by the way, because don't anybody write in and say, no. Okay. So we've got that into there. Then what we're going to do is grab our... I've got some lettuce in my Tupperware Vent Smart container. All right, so what we're going to do is just pop this into here. And I'm just going to shred some lettuce off. Because if you use a knife, it'll go brown. But if you tear the lettuce, it's going to last beautifully. All right, so we're just going to pop that straight onto there. Shred a little bit of lettuce into there. All right, we'll just do that. So it's going to be, I'm going to do this as an open burger. Right, an open-faced burger. All right, so we've got that into there. Then what we're going to do is a little bit of carrot. Grated carrot that I've done in my supersonic chopper. Let me grab a Tupperware knife in here. I cannot wait to eat this. I've been saving my appetite all afternoon. All right, so this is some grated carrot. Let's pop that over there with our... There we go. Grated carrot. All right. Then what we've got is... What have we got? Let's do... Hang on a minute. Where's our tomato? We've got some... sliced tomato. Slice, baby. Excuse fingers. We've got some tomatoes over here. Let's do a few slices of tomato there. Then what we're going to do is beetroot. We've got some beetroot. Let's grab a Tupperware fork. We've got this beautiful tin of beetroot. And we will pop this over here with our lettuce. We've got our over here. Beautiful. We've got some beetroot happening there. Yum-oh. So there is our... This is what it looks like so far. I cannot wait to eat it. There's my beetroot, lettuce, tomato, carrot, and our bits and pieces in there. Let's now do a pineapple ring. Because, yum-oh, beetroot and pineapple on the one burger. Then what we're going to do is... Have we got everything? Beetroot, pineapple... Lettuce, carrot, tomato, grilled onions are just divine. Let's grab a... We are going to... Yummo, look at that. They are gorgeous. 13 minutes in the Micro Grill. No water, no oil, no added anything into there. That's just delicious. And... lashings of cheese. Grated in my supersonic chopper. All right, so let's just throw on... Where should we put that? Over on the onion? Oh, well, it's cheese, right? So let's do a little bit everywhere. Why not? Cheese and on the pineapple. There we go. Because, you know, I live alone. I can. All right, we've got that there. Then what we're going to do is... Oh, no. Where is it? Here comes the... Here comes the real trick. Did the flaxseed work? Where's my flipper? Let's grab our Tupperware. This is the Ergo tool. Now, these are all heat resistant up to 220 degrees. All the Tupperware utensils are heat resistant up to 220 degrees. They will not absorb any odour. They won't absorb any flavour. They won't absorb any moisture like a wooden spoon can. And these will never go mouldy, all right? Can you see the end? See how it's slightly beveled? That's going to hop underneath the food easily. The holes in here are going to help drain away any excess moisture. So it's going to keep our bun nice and here. I probably could have done that a little bit longer than 5 minutes. See how it's only just starting to get some colour? It's cooked. But I probably should have done it on for maybe 9 or 10 minutes. But for the video, I only did it for, was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. So what we're going to do is just lift that off. Fingers crossed. There it is right there. There's our burger. We're going to pop that straight onto here. Oh, crumbly. We're going to pop that over to here. Oh, crumbly. We're going to do that. Can we see that here? Show you what I'm doing. Look at that. How delicious is that? Can you see that? Right? Steaming and beautiful. What we're going to do is grab a little bit more of this pickle mayo sriracha. And we'll just do a little dab of that on the top. We'll do a little dab of that on the top. And that is going to be the best... Oh, that bit just said... Yum, yum. That's going to be the best burger I've ever eaten in such a long time, right? If you've got any questions or suggestions, let me know. I'm going to sit and eat this now. It's just going to be delicious, right? And while I'm eating it, do you know what you guys need to do? If you've been watching me over a period of time, you'll know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I will cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. TikTok, we're back. I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and then I'll come back in just 3 seconds.